And if you want to know anything about flashes, here's what we can do about flashes. Okay, so what you do for flashes, bad boy, is you go up here and you will go into color. Once you go into color, if you want a white flash, well, you pick the color that you want the flash to be. So I want a white flash. So I take this. Anyway, so I left click on this and I drag down my whiteness into the second overlay track right there. I release the mouse button and you see it there. So you want the flash to cover the entire screen. So you go over here into options, you click on options, you click on fit to screen. There's your flash. But there's more. For the flash, you have to click on these two things right here. So it fades in and fades out. That way you can be a flash, but you don't want it to be this everlasting long flash. So you have to cut it to the length you want the flash to be. So I want this flash to be real short. Move it, kitty. So let's say we just want to make the flash a really short one. We want the flash to be a real short one. So what we have to do is we have to take the little scroller and move it only a little tiny bit. You see a little tiny bit right there? Yeah, a little tiny bit going on right there. Okay. Then you click on the scissors. And the scissors will be there. And then you want the flash to be continuous, so you just click on the scrolly thing again in a different place. And then you keep moving the scrolly thing to a different place, and a different place. And then you keep clicking, and then you're like, oh, well, I want to separate these flashes. So you go over here, and then you do this, and you make your flash that length. Right click, delete the excess flashes, and we rewatch it. Oh, you probably lost yet. Yeah, I know they were totally offbeat, and if you don't want the flash to be there, you right click, delete, etc. Now say that you made a mistake in the video, like you click on a clip and then you accidentally do this and it's short and you're like, oh god, I don't want to be short. So here's the back button and then it's back to its original length. Okay, now how to get effects onto here is you click on the clip you want the effects to be on, like I want that clip, and then you go up here and you click on the attribute, and then here comes all these fun effects. And then you go into all your effects. So say I want this to be that special blue brightness color. So you click on invert and you drag your effect down into the clip you want it to be dragged into. And now it's an invert. And you want the invert to be black and white. You drag down the black and white. And then it goes into there, and there's the black and whiteness. If you don't want the effect, here's where all the effects are kept. So you just have to click on the effect that you don't want, click on the X, click on the X. There's also special things that you can do with this stuff. Like you want, like say you want, okay, you want the hue and saturation, so you want to change the horses to be purple or something. So you dragged the hue and saturation into there, but it didn't do anything to the clip. Well, yeah, I know it turned that, but that's only because I put the duotone in there. So you go down to this little box with your hue and saturation highlighted, click on the arrow, and there's a bunch of different colors. So you click on it, and it shows you what it'll look like. Then you can click on another, and there's another color, and there's another color, and so on and so forth. Now, some people wanted to know how do they do the whole hues color spectrum thing where the colors go all flashy and real fast. Well, what you want to do is you want to drag your hue and saturation into the effects box, or like put it where the clip is. Click on customize filter. You take the hue thing and drag it all the way up, all the way to 180. And then we click OK. And then we want to go over here, and we're going to show you that it did the hues color spectrum. And it did, so that worked. Oh, saving a video file. Well, in order to save a video file, what you want to do is you want to go up here and you want to click on the share button. You click on the share button and you go down here and you click on create video file. Now the highest quality file would be Blu-ray, but that takes years to load. So we go into the DVD, VCD, SVCD, MPEG. So you go into here and you see all these options. You go down to MPEG blah 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 blah. This one right here. Click on that. Sure, we're going to click on save, and then it will save for you at a very reasonable pace. But I don't want this to save, so you're like, oh crap, I don't want this to save, I did something wrong. Or you just click on pause save, where you're like, oh, I'm not sure about this, make a decision, and then you're like, oh, I want to save, and then click on play save. But if you hate it, then you press escape, and then you're done. I guess that might be it. Oh, adjusting the speed of the video, of the clip. What you do is you can click on the video clip, playback speed. I don't want these horses to move in slow motion, so we move it up toward, we left click on this thing and we drag it up towards you. We then click on preview and see if they're moving at the appropriate pace. So we're moving faster. That was real fast. But you want to go slow, so you click on this. So they are going as slow as they can go. But if you just want it to be normal, then you click on cancel. As you're adjusting speed to reverse the video, you just click on the clip, check off reverse video. There go the ponies in reverse. And then it's going to be loading, it's going to be loading, it's going to be loading. So say you want to get like a picture of you jumping on your horse or something like that. So, oh, to move your timeline, there's this bar right here. You hold that down and drag it and your timeline moves. So if you want to get a picture of you jumping, okay, you drag the timeline until you get to the appropriate spot you want to be at. Then you see your stick is right there. I mean your whatchamacallit's right there. Then you go up there and that's right there. You click on the clip. Click on the clip. Thanks right there. That's right there. All being sure. Then you click on save as still image. And there it is, saved as a still image. Amazing, I know. Do you really need to know the overlay track? Fine. Okay, overlay track. What you want to do for the overlay track, if you're... Oh, titles too. For titles, to get them in, you move your cursor scroller thing to the place you want to put it. Then you click on title. And then you double click here to add title. Double click. Then you put Shagster. Or whatever you want to do. And then you do that. And then to make it larger, you go like, woo! You know, basically all this stuff is straightforward. I don't even know why I'm telling you that. I would make it go longer. Drag it. It's pretty easy to figure out. I mean, if you've mastered Ulead before. For the overlay track, like if you want to get a Lion King video into there, we can drag and drop it. I said drag and drop down into here. And then you see the overlay track is right there. So we do options. You can do fit to screen. We go into mask and key. Go over here. And then you want to drag that thing over there. And you can see how you can barely see your eyes. So we go over here. That was fun. Anyway, yeah. So you saw that. I'm not really sure if there's anything else I can show you.